Good evening, everyone. Hope everybody's having a good Monday. Know some folks had the day off here stateside. Captain, Phil, Raj, Bearded Printer. How's it going, y'all? Just gonna put these tools away real quick. All right. Cybertech, what's up, bud? I've been waiting for days. We're live last night. So, where we left off. Let's get our camera out here. Camera. And we'll go over here. So, left off working on this. Got these in. Got the top holding down the panel up here. I've got what if I don't lose them? I've got these little orange things. So this camera, yeah, this camera's all messed up. There we go. There we go. So, let's see. I need to flip that. Let's flip that little one. Where is it? There it is. There. That makes more sense. LTX, what's up? What's going on with the Voron, Cybertech? So while we wait for folks to hop in, because we're a little early, we're gonna go ahead and glue some logos into here. All right. We'll start with one I have down here on the workbench. Goes this way around. Maybe. I'm gonna pop down in there. All right. Everything on this thing's been a real tight fit. Tell you what, been a real pain in the butt. But then again, everything on this printer has been a pain in the butt since July, so. Yeah, started a little early. Eco Mix, Brad, Vince, what's up? Collie. You're making weird noises over there, printer. Let's see. So today, I said yesterday, so the back of these, I have a place to put a little magnet. And I use parallel grips to put them in these. But the gray parts that are on here, that have the magnet to go in, because I already attached them and they were a really tight fit to get in there. The magnet doesn't want to go in those. And I was just like, well, screw it. Because they, whatchamacallit, they fit on there pretty tight to begin with, so. Marion, what's up, bud? Been a rough day for me for building stuff. Let's see. There we go. That worked out all right. I was worried that it was going to be difficult to do vertically. That wasn't too bad. That looks pretty good. Yeah, so it's 5 degrees outside. That heater says it's 74. That one says it's 56. I've got that one set to 60, and I've got this one set to 75. I could probably turn this one down a little bit. Five hours to the end of your shift. Whew. Might suck. So I won't keep you guys for putting all those orange boron things in. We are going to be removing the CNC Vitali gantry from the printer here. Well, we're going to be replacing the CNC gantry. So tool head that's in here right now is rapid burner with a Rapido V2. So the front and the front idlers and the XY joints can be used in the 2.4, but I would need to get new AB drives to be able to use it in the 2.4. They don't have the whatchamacallit to attach the belts. So let's start by loosening the belt tension on these. Then guess we ought to get the tool head off of here. So we're going to replace this gantry with the new Vitali gantry, the rigid metal gantry. Going to be doing beta testing on that gantry. Yeah, gonna be a good time. So we'll be going to 9mm belts and all that. We're going to be adding Ouroboros and servos. It's quite the overhaul. But yeah, I'll probably grab the parts to be able to put this gantry onto the 2.4. At some point. All right, let's see. Get the whatchamacallit out of here. The umbilical. Canceled school already for tomorrow. Oops, sorry guys. All right. I need a filament box or something to put all the stuff in. Let's see. So we'll also get crossbow filament cutter, because it's getting, like I said, it's getting the takeoff tool head with tube air. All right. Let's disconnect all this stuff. That stays. Holy cow. Trying to unplug everything from this tool head board. Some bitch. These little housings that the connectors go into keep coming off. There we go. What's up, Daisy? Pop away. I hate these things. All right. You're there. Let's see. That seems like I take tool heads off a lot. Yeah, definitely do take off a lot of tool heads. All right. This one's not going back on though. Cloud Hammer, what's up? Working on printers, living the dream. Putting on the Vitali's rigid metal gantry. Doing beta testing on that. Now, what tool head? The takeoff tool head with tube air. Here's the printer. So, question for everybody. Like I said, this is I'm going to be doing beta testing on it. I have permission I was originally going to do all of that as a video. I have permission to do the beta testing stuff as part of my live streams. Is that something you guys are interested in following along the process of beta testing a product and the revisions and all that stuff that goes along with it, to bring a product to market? Or would you rather just have me do it and have a video at the end? Both? Yeah, I could probably do both. Grab B-roll and stuff from streams at the end to put together a video when it's all done. This is not sponsored content in any way. This is just me being part of a beta. Show it off, don't show it off, doesn't matter. But it was something I thought folks might be interested in. Havoc, what's up? Do it live, show the process. Yeah. It takes a lot to bring a product to market. I don't think people fully understand that there's a lot of testing that goes in behind the scenes. Sometimes it takes years to get through beta testing to get a product ready for release. Havoc, we're putting on another CNC gantry. We're putting on Vitali's new rigid metal gantry. So the rigid metal gantry. You want Diet Pepsi? You can have one. So we have Diet Pepsi and we have sugar-free Coke. Diet Pepsi.
I don't care.
Okay. There you go. It's a little can. You want to drink it straight from the can?
No.
You have mommy put it in a cup? Oh, okay. Jerry, what's up, man? Jerry, are you on Discord? Because I wanted to send you pictures and I could not find you on Discord. Joe, what's up, bud? All right. Do you guys want to see what's going in this? And I can kind of explain it. Yeah. Jerry, I wanted to send you pictures. I found my, I've got entire series of Alf on DVD. I found that, and I found a picture of me when I was like 2. Family took me, you know, we had professional photos done. Might have been, yeah, it was probably 1 or 2, somewhere around there. But in professional photos we had done, I've got my Alf stuffed animal. I'm gonna show you here in a second. I'm just trying to pull this part off real quick. And I need to get a little baggie to put this in. All right. So let's move that out of the way. I can't. Jerry, if you hop into my Discord, send me a link on your way to dinner. All right, let's move this out of the way. All right, so this is what we've got. So here is the top and the bottom for your motor mount, and then so all the idlers are double shear, but instead of tensioning from the front, it tensions in the back, tensions your belts in the back. This piece here rides in. Yeah, this piece here rides and will slide forward and back with an idler on here to adjust that. And then your Y rails flip up to the side. Instead of the bottom, they go on the inside of your gantry extrusions, and then your idlers bolt straight across. There's the option for both 2-wheel and all-wheel drive. Your idlers are pressed on the shafts that go with spacers to go in between. So you've got your live idlers like that. So they run inside of these bearings versus on the little pin bearings that are in your normal tooth idler. I'm going to be doing mine 2-wheel drive, because with Ouroboros, you can't do all-wheel drive. And I've showed you guys Ouroboros and The takeoff tool head already. Jerry, there's a link to my Discord in the description of the video. If not, one of the mods can post a link to it. Let's turn this. Your camera back around. Switch back to over here. I don't have exclamation Discord set up. All right. See if I can find this one picture real quick. Somewhere in here. Knows it is. There it is. Baker Viking, what's up? All right, so continue on along our way here. Let's get this off. Got really tired. Yeah, man. Take a break. You deserve it. Uh-oh. What? Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. That's a problem. The screw is stripped out over here. What's to do? Can I? There we go. All right. Both of these screws are kind of foobarred. What size are they? Gonna when I put these in a bag, replace them with new screws. All right, there we go. There's a new version of this. If you get the Dragon / Rapid Burner tool head mount, it's a new version of it. The beacon over there. I think I'm going to leave this printed part with this. But I do want this. All right. Just taking off the end stop switch off of this. There we go. Okay. I'll go to reassemble. That way I don't lose any of the screws or anything. Put it all back together the way it's supposed to be. There we go. I'm gonna go get a bag. Oh yeah, gotta hit the like button. Gotta hit the like button. Let's see. There we go. Keep all that together in one spot. Let's do the same thing for our beacon. So it doesn't get messed up. All right. Let's take our belts out of here. And then Phil, you back? Let's see if I can get this driver up into there. Wrong size. There we go. Yep, that's on there tight. That one. New plan. Jeff, what's up? Don't knock it. Nick. Yeah, it's getting there, isn't it, Phil? Fuck. What size do I need? 3. It's I mean, this upgrade alone is like $2,000 with everything all together. All right. We can take these out. Yeah, Phil, when are we doing the Delta Flyer over there? Da-da. How far away is it? All right, let's see. I considered trying to test this with all-wheel drive, since I've never done all-wheel drive before. But at the moment, number one, I would need more steppers. Number two, at the moment, I wouldn't be able to use the double shear functionality of it. With classifieds, because of the 8mm shaft. It might be something that changes in the final release. It would probably be just fine. Without the double shear with the big 8mm shaft classifieds, but it would also be another $100 in stepper motors to buy. So I think we're just going to stick with the the regular two-wheel drive functionality of it. All right. Let's see. That cube, we're taking out the gantry out of the Trident. Yeah, don't knock it. I've avoided all-wheel drive. Like famously so, I guess, at this point. I've got my concerns with it. So that definitely plays a part into why I'm opting to go the way I'm going. All right. I did learn a little bit about how the all-wheel drive, like steppers, like automatically try to adjust with that macro situation. That's pretty interesting. All right. Where's our front idlers? Find the bag. Bag up the hardware. Oh no! Kiddo's pooping in the pool. All right. I need to take this hot end out of the mount. I need something to drink. Oh, you know what I need to figure out? I need to figure out if this tube is set up to take V6 normal nozzles or volcano nozzles. Screws back in the hot end so we don't lose those. Fuck, I should take the nozzle out of this thing. I'm gonna need that. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see what this thing says. All right, so look down in there. There's like a insert thing that screws through there, and that looks to me like it's made to take regular V6 nozzles. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right. Well, I can put the beacon in there because that needs to go with that. There we go. Yeah, there's a different one you can put in to let it take a the volcano one. Volcano nozzles. It honestly doesn't really make a whole lot of difference one way or the other. All right. I think this is probably gonna be easier if I take the panels off. There we go. Should make it a little bit easier. Oh, yeah, definitely probably more on the plus side. Then, sounds like if you're waiting for regular tubes, you got an even longer wait than that. Anybody in chat running tube air or the regular full-size tube? Just curious. You're waiting on your tube compact or regular tube? I also have to find a way to put end stops on everything. All right, there's one. There's two. All right. All right. Now, bag for these. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So our rail back there. Get some little stops so that the carriage doesn't come flying off of it. Let's take this thing off. I need a new printer to consider tube. Yeah, so if you don't have an issue, then there's no need to change. Let's actually talk about this for a second, okay? Because this is an issue across social media in general, okay? I make YouTube content, right? I'm doing builds, building printers, doing mods, oftentimes just for the sake of entertainment, okay? In no way, shape, or form should anybody take any of the content they see from any of these creators and think that it is a situation where you've got to keep up with the Joneses, you know? You know, I put a takeoff tool head on this printer. That doesn't mean that you should put a takeoff on yours, right? It doesn't mean that, you know, you see I built a Delta Flyer. That doesn't mean that you should build a Delta Flyer. You know, it's showing off an item, right? And then you make a decision whether or not A, that's something you want to do. B, does it fit into your budget? You know, a lot of people don't have a bunch of printers and can't afford to take a printer offline just to play with, right? Because the more stuff you do to them, the more unreliable they become. Right? Yeah, some of the stuff I do because I can. This project is one, it's cool, it's fun, right? For me, it's a situation where, you know, folks like Nick and all the names you see scrolling up at the top left-hand corner of your screen, right? YouTube channel members, right? And people that donate, all that money, I always funnel it back into the channel to make more content for you guys, right? For more entertainment. Okay? If at some point, I don't know, Raid Shadow Legends wants to throw me $10,000 to advertise something, I'm going to keep that $10,000. I will do the advertisement, and I'm going to tell you, don't do their microtransactions, right? Sure, get the game, don't do the microtransactions. But yeah, please never feel like anything you watch any of us doing on stream is something that you should never feel pressure to have to do that, right? If your machine works and it does exactly what you want, and yesterday you had no consideration of doing anything, then don't do it. If you've been like, man, I really wish, you know, I could find something new and cool to do with this printer, then yeah, maybe this is something new and cool you do with your printer. I'm trying to show you things that you can do, show you projects you can do. But Dolly, what's up? Not much. We're taking stuff apart, but I was so we were talking about the fact I was putting tube on here, and somebody was talking about, you know, they didn't feel that, you know, ripping their printer apart to do a tube or anything like that was something necessary. And I was explaining to him that, you know, you should never feel pressured by something you see a content creator doing. Never feel like that means you have to do it. But yeah, so we have these parts off. The XY, we have the front idlers. I'm going to end up picking up a new set of AB motor mounts for the 2.4 so I can put all this stuff on the 2.4. Oh yeah, I understand. And I know you understand it too, but some people may not, right? And I just wanted to make that clear, you know? So now we need to remove these rails, which means I need to remove these fans. All right. One fan. Eye protect, you're right. A lot of it you do because you can, right? So we got to take this rail off because the end product of this rail is going to, this bottom rail is going to be on the inside. So let's just crack all these screws loose. I'll take this one out. I wonder if I couldn't just loosen the ends and rotate this. I'll leave this in here. I think that's what I might do. I might just take this entire extrusion out. Because getting these rolling nuts is extremely difficult to get them out of these particular extrusions. Yeah. So let's put some stoppers so that those carriages don't go anywhere on these as well. 3. I'm also hoping to get different rails for this. We'll see if that pans out. These are the stock rails that came with the Formbot kit. They're not like noticeably loose or anything, but they have been on this printer since 2023. All right. Clean this up a little bit. Throw the bags up there. I really need this thing to come off of here. I hate E-cast fittings. Stupid PTFE tube always gets locked into them. So like cuts the PTFE tube and then it locks it into it. Anyway. Let's get this back panel off. I do need to figure out some sort of solution to bring from the back here up the back panel and out here the tool head cable, the umbilical. I can't remember what they're called, Jeff, but I'll find them later. And the Physec ones don't bite so hard. All right. I'll send you a link to them. All right. Let's see. Got this. Because I think the umbilical running up with the stepper wires is part of what is causing my issue. It's also running up with the wires for the LEDs and all that stuff. RJ, what's up, bud? Yeah, I never got a notification for your thing today. Did you not live stream it? So what Hector say about my cheeseburger?
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it just like the sunrise.
You're gonna do an edited video? Alright. They are on printables. I don't know if my like printable collections are public. If you go to my printables page and go to printer stuff, they should be in there. I don't know if my collections are public though.
Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the
All right, stepper motor out. You thought it was funny? Good. It's gonna be even more hilarious when a Penguin Makers goes in there and asks them the same question. All right. I'm not putting these nuts on tight, but I don't want to lose these parts. All right. I think we're also going to have to figure out a new way to handle the brush for the nozzle. So there's going to be a lot of custom stuff that's going to need to be figured out for this. Let's see. That needs loosened. That needs loosened. Yet. All right. I think we managed to do that without losing all the bearings and shims and everything. All right. Put these nuts back on the bottom. Got all these screws and spacers in there. Yeah, so as you see here, there's no grooves on here for the belt teeth to sit in. That's what prevents you from using it on a 2.4. But yeah, I'm pretty sure the belt path, the belts go in the front rather than across the back. I don't know, Vitaly, if you're still here or not, if you can confirm that or not, but I do believe with this new gantry they swap. Let's see.
Do you remember how you held me then? Now you've got me reaching out.
That there.
And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out.
Hardware. All right. Let's get the motor out of this side. The only thing in this one is stepper motor. I will miss having the thermistors built into the steppers. I think for the takeoff tool head, I also need to mount the motors on the top. Shit. Hopefully that didn't damage anything. Wires look alright. Damn, the other side I had to pull out. That side just fucking fell right out. Alright. Alrighty.
How long do I gotta keep you? All alive. The devil's in the detail, lingered inside. Oh, a holy crime. But how can I hide you without an alibi? It's a lover's fight without an alibi. You took my innocence. I can't wait no longer. I'm playing with the monsters. Everything that brought me alive. Going wrong like nonsense. Playing with the monsters.
All right. There we go. There we go.
But got no alibi.
Screw this back together. Flip it over. Put some nuts on the bottom of it. Anybody care to make a wager on how difficult it's going to be to get these extrusions out without completely disassembling the frame? Shit, the other thing is I didn't think about that there would be no good way for me to make sure that those things were back in there exactly as they needed to be. I'm gonna have to leave them in there and try to get those out. All right. Shit. One. Two. Three. It'll be so fun trying to get these rolling nuts out of here. All right. Last one, I think. Yep. All right. Oh. Get something to drink. All right. Is anybody running inverted steppers on their printers? Just wondering what's the best way to get the wires from down here to up here. Almost done with the disassembly part anyway. Let's see. Yeah. All right. So what should I do with the classified steppers? Should I put those on the 2.4? What should I do? What do y'all think? Should Kiloprince send me his rat rig and I put it on those, on that? That's my favorite option. 3D Print Junkie, what's up? Uh, 24-volt fan in your night owl. No, I hooked that up to one of the pins on. I don't know. Let me go look. I didn't put that fan in there. I didn't put a fan in the night owl. All right, I'm gonna have to figure out some way to get those rolling nuts out of there. They do not like coming out of these extrusions. Yeah. But we got the gantry disassembled. We got to do a bunch of electronics compartment work. We've got the Physitech EMS system that needs to be installed down there. Yeah. We got lots of work to do. I need some parts. And but we'll make progress with it. Probably between now and the next stream, I'll work on getting those rolling nuts out somehow. Figure that out. I just don't know. Some extra ones down here. Let me see something. I don't think I have a choice. Yeah. I don't think I have a choice. I think I'm going to have to take this extrusion out to get those nuts out. Fuck. I don't know how I'm going to get this back in. Can't even do that. I have to completely disassemble this frame to do it. Damn. So this is one of the beta frames from LDO when the Trident was first in production, and the extrusions for it are crazy freaking tight. There's one. Two. Three. I got 3 of them out so far. Oh, we're making some progress here. One more. Hey, that worked. Try this other side. That one didn't even have a ball in it. One more. There we go. That wasn't so bad. Cloud hammer. Good work. Cut a notch in one of them so you can just in one spot so you can like slide them back to that spot, drop them out. Had to do that on something. All right. Seems like a good place to stop for today. What do y'all think? So next I gotta start ripping stuff out of the electronics department. Oh, okay. Think we will reconvene on Monday evening. No, today is Monday. Oh, I modified. This is done. I can show you these. So I modified some feet to hold the box turtle. See if they fit. So, yay. Now I can bolt the box turtle on from the side. This will come up and over and hold the box turtle with the top hat. So we'll be able to put the box turtle back on there with the whatchamacallit. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out. If you haven't, make sure to hit that like button. Consider becoming a channel member. Memberships is how I'm able to do these projects. Every bit of it goes to doing projects, bringing you guys content, cool, fun, exciting things. Yeah. Outside of that, guys, have a great day. We'll see you back here on Wednesday. Later.